Hello everyone and welcome to my official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers see Ridge Forrester, Torsten K determined to prove to everybody, especially Brooke, Logan, Catherine, Kelly Lang, that he is committed to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. And he might do something drastic to get his point across to her and Eric Forrester, John McCook both. Here's why Ridge may propose to Taylor. He wants to push back against Eric bossing him around about his love life. And Brooks demands he come back to her push him. Eric's and Brooks' showstopper plan backfires on Bold and the Beautiful. So Eric and Brooke just pulled that little stunt to update the showstopper dress from Portofino. They wanted to remind Ridge of the magic of the moment. They think he'll see he should embrace his destiny and go back to Brooke. Eric tried to sell the showstopper scheme as a moment where Brooke saved the whole fashion show. But the show was going just fine. Eric insisted it took the glare off why they had to get the company back. But come on, everybody was talking about Ivy Forrester's Ashley Brewer jewelry, Daphne Rose's Muriel Hilaire fragrances, and the return of the couture line. Nobody was talking about the Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor coup except for when Ridge kind of acknowledged it. He said Carter changed the company and thanked him. Ridge defends Taylor against Eric's meddling on B&B. Since the Forrester Creations fashion show, Eric has been telling Ridge that he belongs with Brooke. He says it as a fact, not an opinion. And of course, Ridge knows his father means well. But he finally had enough. And he snapped at Eric and pushed him to stop meddling. Ridge keeps saying he's committed to Taylor. But neither Eric nor Brooke are listening or respecting Ridge's right to decide for himself. Recently, Eric said that Ridge has too much history with Brooke to walk away from her. But then Ridge reminded Eric that he has a long history with Taylor also. Plus, he said Taylor never betrayed them. They love each other. They have something special. And then Ridge finally yelled at his dad. He reminded Eric that he agreed Brooke betrayed all of us as well. And Eric, of course, was trying to backtrack on that. He insisted that Ridge made a mistake. He dismissed every point his son raised. And then he basically dismissed his and Taylor's relationship entirely. He said, "You're not even engaged to her. Go back to Brooke." Brooke Logan pushes Ridge for reunion. Faces rejection. Brooke entered after they debated. And she said everybody wants them back together. She said they need to make it happen. She's pushing Ridge. And I know Brooke feels like she's got this in the bag. But she doesn't. Ridge is going to reject her again. That is confirmed. After he tells Brooke that this was magic, in an episode or two, he says it was just a moment, he's with Taylor. So, there's a chance Ridge may do something drastic. He's tired of Eric and Brooke trying to push him. I believe Ridge is about to do what he does when he makes up his mind. I think he's going to dig into his heels and push back really hard. And what I suspect he'll do is something quite bold. He'll demonstrate to Eric and Brooke that he knows his own mind. And Eric might have given Ridge the idea when he told him that what he has with Taylor isn't serious because he hasn't committed himself to her formally. So, Ridge may soon decide to propose to Taylor. That would prove to Eric that he is serious about Taylor and is committed to her. And of course, that would prove it to Brooke as well. And it certainly wouldn't be the first or even the second time that Ridge decided to marry Taylor. All that said, for those of you that are Team Brooke, I do think you're going to win this in the long run. Why Ridge might propose to Taylor. Clapping back at Eric and Brooke, if Ridge asks Taylor to marry him, she'll say yes. But, she may check in on a few points first. Ridge will tell her he loves her and wants to spend the rest of his life with her. Ridge will say all the right things. He wants to build a future with her. He wants everybody to know he's committed to her. And by everybody, of course, he means Brooke and Eric. Not only do I suspect Ridge will propose because Eric just brought it up and he wants to clap back at his dad. He wants to prove he can make big boy decisions. And also we know that when Nick Marone Jack Wagner arrives in mid-June that Brooke is completely and utterly crushed and at a low point. Nick Marone's returns as Brooke's dreams crushed on Bold. If Ridge simply rejects her again, that wouldn't stop her. She'd keep on trucking. She'd keep trying to push him to reunite with her with Eric's help, of course. And she feels that he and Taylor are in this casual rebound thing. So, Brooke doesn't have to respect it. But for Brooke to be so down by the time Nick hits town, I feel like Ridge completely crushes her dream of their destiny. and him proposing to Taylor would definitely accomplish that. Now, to be very clear, I am not saying Ridge and Taylor are going to get married. I think there's a lot of story to tell there, and it doesn't necessarily add up to a happily ever after. So, if you are Team Taylor, I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to work out long term. We're in May sweeps now. But there's another set of sweeps that runs July 3rd to 30th. And that's when I think we're going to see a Tridge wedding. That'll give Ridge plenty of time to design a wedding gown and for Taylor to make big plans to be Mrs. Forrester again. Nick Marone causes jealousy, messes up Tridge wedding. Then Nick slides back into LA and he and Brooke spark again. That is confirmed in official spoilers for Jack Wagner's comeback, by the way. And seeing Brooke move on with Nick, that could be a huge reality check for Ridge. It could send him into a jealous spiral over his brother. I expect Nick to be around 6 weeks at the outside. But Jack Wagner is not staying long term. He is on contract over at When Calls the Heart. He starts shooting season 13 soon. So, Bold and the Beautiful may schedule the Taylor-Ridge wedding for July sweeps. And it could get blown up because Ridge is jealous of Nick, who's back in LA and romancing Brooke. This also wouldn't be the first Taylor and Ridge wedding interrupted because of his Logan. At one past Ridge wedding, Brooke crashed because she was pregnant. She didn't know if it was Eric's or Ridge's kid, but she announced the baby news to stop it. And if you don't recall, it turns out it was Eric's kid that was the Bridget Forrester. That didn't stop Ridge and Taylor from tying the knot that time. They carried on after Brooke's interruption, but ultimately fell apart down the road. And Ridge's last wedding to Taylor a few years ago was blown up because of the whole Thomas Forrester-Matthew Atkinson fake call CPS mess. The truth bomb dropped right before Taylor and Ridge said their vows at the altar. And it was Steffi Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood who revealed its secret and blew it all up. To her credit, she told the truth that Thomas set up Brooke. Then, Ridge walked away from Taylor because she knew about the lie and didn't tell Ridge. Taylor Hayes faces altar heartbreak as Ridge realizes he needs Brooke on B&B. If Ridge and Taylor head back to the altar again, it could be that Ridge can't go through with the wedding. He may hate the idea of Brooke being with Nick, and that might make Ridge realize he can't be without Brooke. And then poor Taylor gets her heart broken at the altar. That's honestly where I see this all going. Based on Nick's return and what's going on now, I feel like Ridge may do a reactionary proposal to clap back at Brooke and Eric. It may be destiny denied for now, but not forever.